Hi everyone, Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation. We are an emerging nation. We've been around about 4.5 years putting in solid foundations because we have to be here for many generations, not just a few weeks, months or years like business opportunities, but many generations. And we're now in a position where we are expanding our economy, and that'll benefit all our citizens, because it will improve the liquidity and the value of our currency, and all our citizens hold our currency. Anybody can become a citizen. You just come along and register, prove you're a real person. That's all there is to it. There's no fee, no obligation. There's lots of things that you can get involved in, and it's all up to you. We provide you with the path to true happiness in life. It's up to you whether you travel that path. Talking about true happiness in life, we have an opening prayer that covers that. And it is really what we all seek. There is nothing that we do that is not either in pursuit of happiness or in avoidance of pain. So happiness is what we seek, not short-term pleasure, long, everlasting happiness, bliss. And there are a lot of people that have considered themselves successful. Other people consider them successful, but they're not really, because they're still struggling. They don't know what it is they're missing in life. Is it more money? Is it more of what? It's that inner happiness. You can't buy it. You can only get it through loving service to others. And the great thing about being of loving service to others is that it attracts into your life everything that you want and need. You don't have to chase after things. Things will just start working out for you. So that's what our little prayer's about. When you join us, or even if you don't join us, we're a non-separatist organisation. And that means that we don't pigeonhole people because of what they look like or where they've come from or anything else. We just see everybody as a human being, part of one big family of humanity, all linked together by some almighty power. The great benefit of that is you can't be of service to somebody else without it being of service to yourself. And that's how that path to happiness works. But that is also how we view people, just as part of one big family of humanity, all individually unique, all having something unique to offer, therefore all of equal value. And so after our little prayer, we have a little affirmation that helps with that. But right now, I've given you a chance to hear a few things, and we've been going a couple of minutes, so I'd like to welcome in people. Whether you're watching the replay, the recording, or whether you're watching live with us now, you're very, very welcome and appreciated and loved. And if you're watching live and you're not too shy, pop your name and your country, your location in the comments, and it's just interesting for everybody to see where everybody else comes from. We are truly global. We're in all 5 continents, most countries, and we're expanding steadily now, and we will soon be in every country. Okay, with that said, let's see who we've got in here live. We've got Ramachandra in from Watford in England, Don from Vancouver Island in Canada, Lewis from Lisbon in Portugal, Andrew from Auckland in New Zealand, Peter from the Cameroon. And that's it at the moment. Okay. It also is Saturday the 28th of September. So we're getting near the end of the month. And with it being a Saturday, a lot of people are out there playing sport or watching it or doing whatever. I see we've got Buzina in as well from Edinburgh in Scotland. So let's get started now with that little prayer, the affirmation, and then I'll bring you up to date with what's been going on today. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, bless each member that they may find the joy of service, and through service attract true happiness and everything they want and need into their life. Amen. And our little affirmation, we're so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind and soul of thy world. Okay. Right. We had a hectic day yesterday getting people into the node system, and Beyond Infinity had a hectic day. Some of their processes weren't working correctly. We bought $1,000 worth of node license for our co-op. We didn't know whether it was going through or not, but yeah, it went through, and so we have. Fortunately, we did acquire some additional license space, and much of it has now been taken up. But if you want to be part of the co-op, you're entitled to up to 5 shares. I don't think there's very many shares left. I can't remember how many, but it'll be on a first come, first served basis, and it's each share is 10% of a node license. So no, it's not. Each share is 20% of a node license. Okay. How much will the nodes pay? Nobody knows at this stage. It'll take a while for them to build up their volume, I think. I know they have plans and some contacts that they believe is going to give them a quick boost, but I think it'll take time. It'll take probably several months before we see any significant income from the nodes. But the great thing about them is once it does start, it'll just carry on and keep growing, and it'll be going forever, or certainly for our lifetimes and beyond, hopefully. So if you've not got your full entitlement of shares for the co-op that we're running for the nodes, it is still open, but I think it'll be gone by tomorrow. So it's up to you. I see we've got Nanki up in as well from Nigeria. What else have I been doing? I seem to have been busy all day, but I'm not quite sure what we've done. I have been fixing a few links from the old site, but it's still a big work in progress to get the site up to scratch and get it done, and get the new videos made for the 777 plan, and also to incorporate into the ShareHope information the guarantee. So there is an awful lot for me to do, and I will get to it all in time and as quickly as I can. Next week, we will be on the development of, starting the development of the mall, and also the changes to the Easy Business Builder program, which I went through in quite a lot of detail yesterday. So if you missed yesterday's live, I suggest you watch the recording. I'm still trying to get an update on the software we're having built for the for the referral assistance, I suppose you can call it. So I can't really give you any news on that at this moment in time. On the marketing side, I know that the Turnkey Cash Cow members will be particularly interested because it's all going to them. I am convinced that the first order we placed was a scam. Fortunately, we do our marketing the right way. We put in a little bit, and then we build it based on the results that we get. I have today placed another order, again with somebody I don't know. I mean, there are a lot of people that I know, but I've really got a bit out of touch with them, and some of them are no longer doing the sort of stuff that I want. And I'm looking ideally to try and find some really good value deals that we can get that then I can pass on to the members. But anything we get from the traffic in terms of sign-ups and commissions will be going to the Turnkey Cash Cow members. But the information that we glean from our marketing will be available to everybody. And if we find something that is really successful, we can possibly run a co-op for you. Okay, I can't guarantee that because it's, once again, time consuming, and it's whether or not I've got the time to get involved in it. The difficulty with running a co-op is we don't have any lead capture pages that go to your personal autoresponders. There are things that we can do that will fix that in the future, and we're already looking into that, but it's probably not going to happen until sometime next year, because of all the projects we've got on at the moment. So it's it's a strange situation if we do co-op advertising, but we'll have a look at it once we start to see some results, and if we get results that are pretty good. The only reason we would do it as a co-op is because you're probably going to be needing to spend couple of $100, $500 in some instances to get the sort of traffic that we need as a minimum. And I know that's out of the scope of a lot of our members, and probably out of the comfort zone of a lot of others. So the only reason we'd run a co-op is to bring the cost down for individuals, in the same way that we've run the co-op on the Beyond Infinity nodes. So it is a possibility in the future, but I'm not guaranteeing that we will have one. But you will certainly get the information if we find something that is working reasonably well. Okay, I have some numbers for you. We have an increase of 93 in our 777 plan to 25,069. We have an increase of 23 in our net increase of 23 in our registered members to 50,095. No, that can't be 95. If it is, the increase is bigger. I'm just looking at my figures. 50,000. If it's 95, what's that? 50, 55. Anyway, we've got a net increase. I'll make sure it's right for tomorrow. It might be more than 23. I'd have to go back and check, and I'm not going to do it now. We have an increase of 10 in our active members to 33,000. No, to 3,340. We will get soon to 33,000, but at the moment, still only 3,340. We've got an increase of 1 in the paid members of the Sharehope plan to 523, and we got an increase enough to push it up another $1 in the bonus pool for Multiply Weezer to 10,555, and we got that just for logging in to see what's going on. Okay, those are the numbers for today. I remember welcoming Nankiat, but we've got Richard in as well from Devon. All I can say about the new EBB plan is a proper job. Okay. Yeah, it is going to make all our lives easier in generating referrals. Don't chase the money. If you can build a network of people, the money will happen. So don't worry about the money. Don't worry about whether they get in at this price or that price or whatever. Guide them the best way that you can. Advise them on the advantages of if they can afford it, getting in at higher levels. But don't worry about it from your own point of view, from your own finances. Worry about building a network. The more people you have in your network, in your genealogy, tribe, business, whatever, however you want to describe it, the more you can help people, the more people you can help, the more you'll find that the money will take care of itself. It'll just flow to you. You don't have to stress out about it. So it's all about getting those people to register. Even if they just register and don't do anything, if they're in, if you can get them to just stay updated, if you can get them to just log in every day, get them into the system, get them into the habit of doing things that are beneficial for them, for you, for the system, then in time, they will start participating in the different plans we have, or maybe not even in our plans, but in some of the plans that you're in with your downline builder, and it will all start to happen for you. So it's all about people, helping people, getting more people in, sharing it with people. It's not about making sales. It's about helping people to get involved and start to understand what we are and how we are different from everything else that is out there on the internet. We're not a business opportunity as such, although we have business opportunities within our grasp. We are a cloud nation, and we have to generate income in the same way that a country has to generate income. We have to share that income out the same way that a country shares it out. In fact, we'll do it better than most countries share it out. Most countries are a shambles at the moment in the way that they are governed. And that includes where I live, the UK, and where some of our members live in the USA and in Europe, and basically throughout the world. So let's, as a nation, do it right. We are not here to generate a profit. We're not here to pay the volunteers like myself and the support team and everybody else there. They're volunteering for the personal satisfaction of helping others, in the same way that you will find personal satisfaction in helping others as you go out and you build that team that you have. And once you get a few people in that relate to you, you'll find it easier, because you'll have that little community, that that hub of activity that will start the ripples growing. It won't happen overnight for most of you, but if you just keep plugging away at it, it'll happen, and it'll happen in the best possible way. Okay, no questions here. We've got no questions. That's unusual. I don't really have much else to say to you either today. I can't even talk about sport because I don't know what's been going on. So where are we? We're done, I think. As I say, there are 1 or 2 shares left for anybody that wants them. Once they're gone, they're gone. We can't possibly get any more nodes to share out. So once all the shares are taken up, that's it. It's closed. We will, as one of the other developments that we will have going in the future, have the nodes appearing in the, or your shares appearing in your dashboard somehow, somewhere. It won't be there for people that haven't got shares. Obviously, it would be just a waste of space. But for anybody that is a shareholder, it'll show the number of shares you've got. And then what will happen is it'll enable us to then automatically, when we get a payment, I'm not saying if, because I'm sure we will. I don't know how much it'll be, but I'm sure we will get a payment at some stage. And when we start getting them, I think they'll become regular. So when we get those payments every month, we'll just simply enter in the value of the payment into a little box in the admin thing, and it'll go boom, and it'll share it out all. If we've got, can't remember how many shareholders we got. It's over 100, but let's just for convenience sake say it's 100, and let's suppose we get paid $100. We put $100 into the little box in admin, click the button, and it'll allocate $1 for every share. So if you've got 5 shares, you'll get $5 in your available cash wallet. If you've got 1 share, you'll get $1 in your available cash wallet. And it'll all be done automatically. But I'm not sure when it'll be done. We do have to get the Easy Business Builder programming done, and the mall operational, and even just in its first phase, and then we'll be continuing to add phases to that with more elements. And of course, we've got the Fun Miracles site, which I'm determined to get somebody started on next week, and all that has got to take place. We've got the Weezer tokens that we've got to solve the situation there, move them onto a different blockchain. I know people have suggested alternative blockchains. there are several of them. There are lots of them. I mean, we could go to Flair, we could go to Tom, we could go to lots of them, but most of them are not recognised at the moment. And Binance Smart Chain is as good as any currently. It's fast enough for us, and the fees are very low. So currently it will be on the Binance Smart Chain when we get to the Visa tokens, and rationalizing them and monitoring and controlling the liquidity and value of them. But the people that have specific things that only apply to them, such as the node licenses in our co-op, the founder members that we have, they will, in time, in the not too distant future, within the next 12 months, they will have that information in their dashboard. The people that don't know what it is I'm talking about, because they, these things, some of them were finished years ago. Some people might be new and not even know what the node program is about. So they, that won't affect those people who won't appear, but the people that are involved in those will get the information on their dashboard before payments are due for them. Okay, it's just another little thing. The way we will probably enable adding email captures and things into our landing pages is we will do it in the WordPress site through WordPress plugins. And what it'll mean is we have to then import the member database into the WordPress program as users, block anybody that isn't a member, get them deleted. So it's coding. We've talked about it. I've talked about it with Devyani. And it's not a complicated process, but she says it is time consuming. There's quite a lot of code that needs to be written. So when we do that and we get them into there, then we can utilize a lot of things that are available in WordPress for the members in adding additional information into the WordPress site. Once again, it's in the future. It's not going to be starting to happen this year, I wouldn't think. But you never know. Okay, right. I've rambled on a bit longer and we've still got no questions. So that's it, folks. I'll be here same time, same place tomorrow with, of course, the charity raffle draw. So if you've not got your tickets, grab them now, top left in your dashboard. They're only $1 each. You've got a 1 in 3 chance of a prize. And when you lose, you're contributing to a good cause. We don't know which good cause it's going to be yet, because we're going to have the people that participate in the raffle are going to be able to submit causes that they would like to help. And then when we get a list of them, we can narrow it down, just check on them, see that they are valid. They don't need to be charities necessarily, but valid non-profit organizations in need of cash. And could be a church, could be a sports club, could be a youth club, it could be anything. But we'll check that they're valid. We'll narrow it down to a few, and then we'll vote on which one's going to get the money, and that's what will happen. Okay. So get your tickets, and as I say, I'll be here same time, same place tomorrow, 7 p.m. London time, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. Until then, I love you all. Even Charles, who's just arrived, he says, hello, everyone. Happy hour, happy day. Charles, I'm not sure where he's from, but I've got a feeling it's Nigeria. But God bless you all. I love you all. And I'll see you later, alligator. In a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator. Go the extra mile. See you later, alligator. Yeah.